pilgrimage to Mecca in Saudi Arabia. In Sierra Leone, though, the occasion is overshadowed by a scandal in which over 100 people who planned to go on Hajj missed the pilgrimage. Umar Fofana reports from Freetown.
Congregational prayer at the National Stadium yesterday, marking the Muslim Feast of Sacrifice. It is usually an occasion for the country's leaders to play politics. In what looks like a sign of the times in relations between state and mosque, the politicians were conspicuously absent. And the officiating imam pulled no punches when he preached about corruption and greed in the country, which he said was having a disastrous effect. Many of those who performed the prayer here should have been in Mecca, but for an alleged corruption involving senior government officials. Over 100 men and women could not perform the pilgrimage despite either having paid or being awarded state scholarship. This is not the first time the Hajj has been fraught with controversy, but none comes anywhere near it. Sheikh Ali Khaleh is a Muslim missionary who resigned from the Hajj committee weeks before the scandal broke. He said corruption in the committee appointed by the president is real and not new.
The Hajj is being used as a business by some cowboys around. The Hajj committee has cabal. They take decisions just like that. People are roaming the street, right? People who they took money from and they left them behind. They took some of them, without even a visa, so they were deported from Jeddah airport on arrival. They were given a scholarship, either a scholarship or they gave money to somebody who promised them to take them to Mecca, and it didn't happen. The president called them. They were disappointed too, because according to them, they were ill-treated. Just talking to them from the veranda of State House while they are parked outside, sitting on the ground. So now they have double disappointment.
We are paying for no Hajj.
This man told the local Radio Democracy that he had paid thousands of dollars to perform the Hajj. In the end, his name was not on the register. Despite spending several nights at the airport, sleeping rough on the floor, he could not make it. When the plane landed, I walked up to the organizers who told me to wait, he narrated. They gave me a false passport to board the plane. When I protested, they said it would all be fine. When we transited in Kenya, they rejected me and detained me without food or water before I was deported. I felt like a madman, he went on, testily.
They can't hold me now, Saudi Arabia. They're not with me.
Mohammed Ali Toure was taken all the way to Saudi Arabia, but was turned away because the authorities in Freetown had not arranged for a proper visa for him. President Anas Bai Koroma has sacked 3 members of the Hajj committee, including a government minister, and ordered their immediate return home. The Anti-Corruption Commission has waded into the scandal, raiding the office of the president and that of the vice president, who is in charge of the pilgrimage. Adi Macaulay is the anti-corruption chief.
The allegations that are being bandied around that the spaces they were supposed to use to go to Mecca were sold to other people who ought not to have been given those awards. So we have executed search warrants in different locations in the capital.
Are you surprised at this, not least because it involves people who are supposed to be men of God?
I am surprised that such was done in religion, but basically corruption in any form should not be tolerated.
While some Muslim scholars say the government should take its hands off it, some Christians have questioned the use of state resources to fund Muslims performing their pilgrimage, with Christians getting no such help in this secular country.
Umar Fofana there in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and that brings us to the end of Focus on Africa for tonight. We are back same time, 19 hours GMT tomorrow.